In this video we are going to look at selecting text. Selecting text allows you to edit or format text once it's been typed in. It might be that you decide to change the font or the font size or to add other embellishments to the text. What we'll need first is a piece of text. So if I say Office button, and just to see how recent documents work, so I'm going to click on the cat sit on the mat, and it immediately opens that document. Do please be aware that in these videos, I don't know why, but double clicking or triple clicking does not work on my mouse. And we'll see why that's important in a moment. However, the simplest way, or what people see as the most known way of selecting text, is to drag with the mouse cursor. All we have to do, if I wanted to select the word the in the first sentence, in the first paragraph, if I position the mouse cursor just in front of the T of the word the, press and hold the left mouse button, and then drag the mouse. You can go as slowly as you want. There isn't a speed that you need to go to select text. But once you've highlighted the word, once you've dragged over the whole word that you want, release the left mouse button, and then that word would be selected. To deselect text, all we have to do is position the mouse cursor in any clear white area in the middle of the page, for example, and left click. If I want to select the word cat, again in the first sentence, I position the mouse cursor either at the start, or in this instance I'm going to go at the end of the word, and again just press and hold the left mouse button and drag the mouse over that word. And I released it a bit too soon. And there's the word selected. Something some people may already have noticed when selecting text, in 2007 and 2010, as soon as text is selected or highlighted, we get a floating toolbar available to us. And this is a very basic formatting toolbar that allows us to change the font size, and other embellishments. We could make it bold, italic, we could change the text color, we could add bullets, that kind of thing. Some people don't like the floating toolbar. We can turn it off, and to turn it off, it's Office button, Word options, and then show mini toolbar on selection. You see the tick box is checked. If you uncheck that box, merely by clicking on that box, it will be deselected and that little toolbar won't pop up again. That's how you can turn it on or off. So that's for selecting one word. If we wanted to select a whole sentence, again all we'd have to do is position the mouse cursor either at the start or the end of the sentence. I'm going to go with the first sentence in this case. Press and hold the left mouse button and drag the mouse in the right direction. Okay, so if I wanted to select the second sentence, just position the mouse cursor in the right place. Don't worry if it goes up or goes down. As long as you keep the left mouse button pressed, you can change the selections until you're covering what you require. If you wanted to select a whole paragraph, as we've just seen, I could position the left mouse cursor again just in front of the first letter of the first word of that paragraph, press and hold, and then just drag it down and then across to get that last sentence. So that's selecting with dragging. A second way to select is to position the mouse cursor inside the left-hand margin. The mouse cursor will become a northeast pointing arrow. A single left click will highlight that whole line of text. Be aware this isn't whole sentences, this is every word that is on that line. You can highlight whichever line you want, and it will highlight the whole line with just a single click. If we want to highlight multiple lines, again it's dragging, so press and hold the left mouse button and then drag the mouse across, or down rather, and it will highlight everything that you've moused over, or every line that you've moused over. A quick way to highlight everything is with the shortcuts. Press and hold Control and then tap the A for Apple key, and it will highlight everything all in one go. So that's selection with dragging. A second way to select, which I don't think is going to work in this video, if I wanted to select the word liked, it will work on your machines in the classroom or at home. If I double click the left mouse button without moving the mouse, then it would have highlighted that word. I don't know why it doesn't work here, but it doesn't. So double clicking highlights one whole word. If you triple click, that's 3 very quick repetitive taps of the left mouse button, it will highlight a whole paragraph. So a paragraph is shown where the topmost character is down to the paragraph break. And again, I've got the show hide on so we can see where I've pressed the enter key. It is very annoying that it doesn't work, but trust me on this one, if you double click it highlights a word, if you triple click it highlights a whole paragraph. And that's how we can select with the mouse. We also have the select button in the home ribbon in the editing group. Select text or objects in the document. Use select object to allow you to select objects that have been positioned behind the text as well. So we could select all and select objects, and this isn't something that we're going to look at in any instance, but say you had added a image to the document and it was behind the text, you could use this to select that object. So if I say select all, selects everything. If I selected select text with similar formatting, it would select everything with similar formatting, and in this instance it's all formatted exactly the same, so it would select everything. Another way to select text, which some people don't like or aren't aware of, is with the cursor keys on the keyboard. That's the up, down, left and right keys. If I press the right key, you can see that the insertion point is moving across the screen. If I now press and hold the shift key whilst I'm tapping the right key, I will start selecting everything that I'm moving across. We can deselect by pressing the left button. If I wanted to select that whole line, I just press the down key. If I wanted to deselect, I just press the up key, and this is all with the shift key pressed and held. So shift and a direction, left or right, highlights an individual space or character. If you press and hold Control and Shift at the same time, then it will highlight whole words as you go, or whole paragraphs if you press up and down. Something to be aware of with all forms of selection: if I wanted to select this sentence, it liked to sit on the mat, which was red because it was comfortable, I wouldn't be able to start halfway through the sentence and expect to be able to highlight this section and then highlight the second or the first bit. You do have to make sure you're in front of or at the end of that whole area you want to select, and then select it in whichever manner you prefer. Again, like I say, to deselect, all you'd have to do is left click anywhere. So that's text selection with the mouse and with the keyboard.